Easter is all about gathering, sharing, and celebrating over a beautiful meal. From comforting classics to fresh seasonal flavors, these 4 recipes are perfect for bringing everyone together around the table. Let's start with a stunning centerpiece, stuffed lamb roulade.
The big meaty flavor from the lamb is gonna bounce off that sweet flavor from the licorice. In theory, you remember this guy, the licorice root? We're actually gonna use him. Just want the deliciousness on the inside. Look how easy that comes off. Soaking is key here. And the insides of these are just filled with that huge licorice punch. I'm just gonna cut these down to nice little bits so I can stud the lamb. Oh, wow. I always get my meats bone in. There's just so much more flavor. It's the reason why a whole roast chicken tastes better than just a cooked chicken breast. A little bit of olive oil so my salt and pepper sticks to the meat. I'm not gonna be shy with my salt because I want a nice crust on this. Both sides. That is ready for the heat. You ready for this? I sure am. Oh, baby, look at that color. So crisp and brown. All right, this beauty is nice and seared, and before I roast it and get it on the roasting tray, I'm gonna put some pearl onions and garlic as a nice little bed for it. Whew. Come on, it doesn't get any better than this. Wow, look at that. But before I dig in, I want to let it rest. When you let it rest, all the juices from that meat go back inside. I'm gonna make that amazing licorice sauce I was talking about. I'm gonna start with some licorice sticks. Then I've got all this love that the lamb left over for me. It's going in. That's gonna make such an incredible base to this sauce. Of course, no sauce is complete without red wine. A little for the lamb. Okay, this is simmering, so it's beef stock time. I want to reduce this by just over half, and it's going to become thick, gooey, and oh so licoricey. Wow, this sauce has come down, it's reduced, it's thick, and it's smelling good. Check that out. Lots of different ways to cut off the sides and the top, but I'm gonna start right here against the grain. Oh, look at those juices right there. Oh, yeah. Can't forget about these onions and garlic that have been roasting with the lamb in the oven the whole time. Beauty. Dinner time. Now, licorice sauce, using the lamb jus, some red wine, so simple, completely complements this. The big meaty flavor is bouncing off that sweet licorice taste.
Next, harissa maple roasted carrots.
It's time to start the carrots. Hey, did I ever tell you about the time that I went to the French Laundry? And no, it is not some laundromat. It's one of the best restaurants in the world, run by Chef Thomas Keller. The building that it's in used to be an old steam laundry and a saloon. This couple that I'm friends with invited me to dine with them. It was one of the best experiences of my life. Something tells me that your guests are going to enjoy this menu as much as I enjoyed the French Laundry. When you guys are at the market and you see rainbow carrots, get those. They're so colorful and fun. Great way to get kids to eat vegetables if they're a little bit fussy. Colorful carrots will definitely impress your guests. And that's what this is all about, right? Easy recipes that you got the one big recipe behind you. And all this pan juice, you want to use it. Maple harissa roasted carrots, done.
Italian Easter cookies. Soft, lightly glazed, and full of charm, these treats are the perfect way to end your celebration.
Let's get baking. These sweet little Easter cookies are an Italian nonna's specialty. They're called taralli dolce di Pasqua. I'm starting off with some flour and baking powder, sifted for air. And now I gotta get my eggs really nice and frothy, so I'm throwing them in the mixer. Yes, look at that, nice and frothy. Now, of course, I can't make sweet cookies without a little sugar and baker's best friend, a little vanilla. These are really deliciously lemony cookies, so I'm going for the double whammy. Lemon extract and lemon zest. Melted butter is an absolute for sure for dense, chewy cookies. This one's great for the frothy eggs, but for mixing that flour in, I need my paddle. Now that's a good dough. It's really nice and stiff and thick, and it's gonna be perfect for shaping later. But first, a little trip to the fridge. This is a great time to get the kids involved. It's never too early to start as an apprentice. First ball, then rope, then you're gonna see the iconic shape of these Italian cookies. There you go. I've got a really nice simple icing here, just powdered sugar, milk, a little vanilla, and a little bit of that lemon extract. I've warmed it up so it's gonna dry even crunchier. Wanna go for a dip? I feel like I could get more color in there, so I'm gonna do a little touch of my own. Colored white chocolate. These are so simple and so delicious.
And coming in for our #1 spot, lemon garlic roasty.
Now, who doesn't love a crispy potato? I'm making roasties to go right alongside that salmon. I mean, come on. Now, the potatoes that I grated up, they did not need to be peeled, right? Time saver and fun. I've got a cheesecloth here, which is really good to just kind of take out that extra water. This way, I can really get a crispiness on these potatoes. Scissors. And I hear these onions kind of sizzling behind me. They're doing the thing a great base for this tomato and caper sauce. I wanna lower it though and higher my heat in my cast iron skillet because this is where the potatoes are heading. It's like a little tablecloth I'm opening up. But all these potatoes go right in here. And let's just take out all the water. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, muscle time! And when you think you're finished, you're actually not. You need to give them an extra little strain, okay? Super. Now, into here, got a couple of really easy ingredients. First things first is some lemon zest. Little garlic is gonna go in here as well. I want a light onion action. I will add a little bit of scallion. Some scallion goes in here. They need the extra flavor, so don't be shy on the seasoning. Some pepper. I'm gonna grab some avocado oil and get that crispy potato going. You have to make sure these mounds are perfectly equal. Otherwise, we'll be fighting over the biggest one. By the way, this would also be super delicious at breakfast. To make sure that the potato is getting super crispy edges all around, as much surface area is gonna be touching this pan. To get the color, press them down just a little. I wanna check if they're ready. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Come on! Crispy potatoes with lemon zest. Gorgeous scallions are in here. A little salt and pepper. I mean, these are gonna go so well with that salmon that's roasting up in the oven. Now these roasties are perfect on their own. Crispy potato bites, that light scallion action in there, the lemon zest. And I feel like to highlight all of this and bring those flavors together, there's nothing better than a little lemon juice. So these are your best friend, especially on Mediterranean night. Not to mention, when they're on sale, I love to keep them over there on my counter. It's kind of like a little decoration, everything in threes. So, some lemons, and over on my cutting board, what I've done is kind of road mapped all of my garnishes. So I'll keep the lemon for later for the salmon. I will put just a little bit of parsley over top. I've got some scallion already here. I may as well. Again, a highlight, really, of what's in the roasty so that your guests know what to expect. Come on.
Whether you're hosting a big gathering or enjoying a quiet meal at home, these recipes are made to be shared. Wishing you a joyful and delicious Easter. And don't forget to explore more festive recipes on Gusto TV.